Welcome to KGW's Wish-A-Thon all week long. It's our Wish Week, and what we're trying to do this week is trying to raise money for Make-A-Wish. We're trying to raise $35,000 for Make-A-Wish, which is in its 35th year. We're partnering up with Mattress World Northwest, and all of today's donations will be matched by the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. And we want to let you know that your money is going a long way. It's going to make sure that kids here in Oregon and Southwest Washington get their wishes granted. They're dealing with critical illnesses they shouldn't have to deal with. Sometimes it can bring people really low, but we want to inject a little bit of joy into their lives. And we want to also tell you that $10 if you donate on our website, kgw.com/wish, or if you donate on this Facebook live feed, there should be a little button at the bottom of your screen that says donate. Or hey, even if you do the telethon way, you pick up a phone, you dial 1-800-934-WISH, 1-800-934-9474, your dollar will go a long way. For this block, if you donate $10, we're upping that to $100. If you donate $50, that is going up to $500. If you donate $100, we're getting a match of $1,000. Again, that is thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation that is partnering up with us to make sure that kids in our area get the wishes they need, especially when they're going through so many different things in their lives. We also want to show you a shot of our bicyclists today. Kathy, Marshall, Mackenzie over there. What they're doing is they're on those pretty snazzy bikes on a nice looking trail there with some blue skies behind them. Those bikes were donated by Nautilus Cares. Every mile you guys ride, so keep riding really fast. Every mile you ride, that means $100 to Make-A-Wish, thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. So keep on riding. We're going to continue to check in with them as often as we can, because we want to make sure they're really working for those dollars that we get to donate to Make-A-Wish. And again, you know, we keep talking about how important Make-A-Wish is. Doctors have said that Make-A-Wish wishes, when they're granted, make such a difference in these kids' lives. It ups the chances of survival. If they're feeling low, granting these wishes gives them that boost of joy that they need. And, you know, we want to give you a little bit of a look into what these wishes mean. We want to introduce you to Nathan, and his wish was to play a live concert. So before we get to meet him live here in studio, before you get to experience his amazing performance, take a look at his story.
My name's Brian Eline, and I'm Nathan Eline's dad. And
I'm Carolee, Nathan's mom.
My name's Nathan James Eline. I'm 19 years old. I play drums and piano.
Nathan was born premature at about 31 weeks. Prior to being born, I had several things go wrong with my pregnancy. About a month after he was born, they discovered that he had some little brain damage and, you know, diagnosed him with cerebral palsy.
My wish is to play a concert with my best friend Daniel Seavey, because we've been doing it our whole lives, and I just decided to tell him, hey, let's take it to the next level.
so it's going to be fun for him to be on the big stage and to be able to perform in front of all those people. I think it's just it really is the perfect wish for this guy.
I'd have to say when we walked through the doors and started our journey down the red carpet, the feeling that flooded me the most was just complete thankfulness.
I believe the power in a wish is that ability to look forward to something that just might happen and to just be motivated to go with your imagination, to go with what it is that you're shooting for, and that gets you up every day.
Just being with Daniel and the band and Lovey and all the fans and friends, family, really gave me a comfort to where, okay, my friend is about to leave to tour the world, and that just showed me that he's always gonna be there and still check up on me, so. The song's special for me because it made me cry in the hospital. It made me miss music, it made me miss my friends, family, loved ones. This trumps the hospital experience.
I think it gives him a platform to inspire people. His whole life story is inspirational, and for more to experience that and to know who he is and glean from the joy that he gives, and his joy is just contagious. And so for more people to enjoy him and his life and to look at him and be inspired that if Nathan can do what he's doing, how much more can I do? Even more.
This has been a celebration about life. This has been a celebration about victory. This has been a celebration about overcoming obstacles.
To everybody that made our wish come true, we just want to say thank you so much for allowing us to participate in a life-changing wish come true for Nathan Eli.
So Nathan is joining us in studio. Amazing performance, Nathan. High five. That was awesome. And you know what? I feel like you're a rock star. You have this pat down, and we want to see you perform and do your thing.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, hit it. Let's do it.
Baby, I get a little bit jealous, but how the hell can I help it when I'm thinking on you? And maybe I might get a little reckless, but you gotta expect it. What else can a boy do? My mama taught me how to share, but I'll be selfish and I don't care, 'cause I want you, I need you all for me. 'Cause I don't want anybody like my baby. lawsuit. I like whatever you like. We had to do right and do right. Two sovereign nations are strapped to unite. I'm proud of you, like a treasure. You're the one I'm cherishing. Every other girl is silly, can't make comparison.
I know I can be a bit jealous, but how the hell can I help it? I'm so in love with you. And I don't want anybody loving my baby. Nobody, 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 nobody but me. I don't want anybody loving my baby. Nobody, 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 nobody but me. My papa told me once or twice, don't be cool, don't be too nice. My baby needs life for me. Yeah.
And I don't have to share, but I'll be selfish, I don't care. My baby don't need no one but me.
Yes, awesome. The whole studio was clapping for you guys. That was so talented. And okay, so, and what's your name?
I'm Logan.
Logan?
I'm Ruben.
Ruben? Okay, you guys are amazing. Gosh, how did that feel?
That felt amazing.
Yeah, is that just, has it been your dream?
Yeah, this is something that's been my dream ever since I was like a little guy. So like, yeah.
So you actually performed at the Crystal Ballroom.
Yes.
That's huge. What was that like?
That was definitely amazing. Something that I will cherish for the rest of my life.
And I mean, describe to me that feeling that you had when you were up there on stage in front of so many people.
I just had a feeling like I made it. Like I felt like I was on a journey that was long and dark, but at the end there was this giant light at the end of the tunnel, and like I said to my best friend, we made it. This is what we wanted to do ever since we were little.
And you know, you've had a nervous system disorder, right?
Yes.
Explain to people how hard it was before and what this wish really meant to you.
This wish really meant a lot, just emotionally and physically. It's just like something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So, yeah.
And what is it that I know you have the box down here. So explain, like, how did you learn how to play it? Like, was there a breaking in period?
There was a breaking in period for sure. My fingers actually double jointed, so I can. Yeah.
Whoa.
So this is the snare, and this is the bass, like the kick.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you said it meant so much to you, just emotionally, physically, to have this wish granted, to be able to play in front of so many people at the Crystal Ballroom. And I mean, the reason we're doing this KGW Wish-A-Thon is to try to, you know, make sure other people, other kids get their wishes granted. If you had something to say to like all of our Facebook viewers, to people who are maybe thinking about donating, what would you say to them?
Your child will be changed forever for this wish, and like believe it, because it will happen. It's that opportunity looking forward to something that just might happen. Yeah.
And for you, it's probably, I can't imagine, just been life-changing too.
Yeah, for sure. Very life-changing.
Has it given you just a new sense of yourself and what you can do and confidence?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, hey, what do you think about performing one more song for us?
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. Okay, you're gonna rock it. Okay.
Thank you.
Now, one more time. Oh, okay, and who are you? There was a switch.
This is Keena.
Your name's Keena?
I'm Keena.
Okay, are you gonna be doing some vocals for us? Yeah. Nice, and I'm liking the hair. Yeah. Okay, guys, rock it out like you always do. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
Love is all we ever need. Change is what we're gonna bring. But it starts with one heart, one soul. Pain is in the air tonight. Time seems to always go by. But we'll make the worst day the best day. All we really need is a drop of grace.
find the courage to stand and say, we'll make a change. We'll make the world a better place. And it starts with me. It starts with you. It's an act of love. It's the things you do that make a wish come true. Make a wish come true.
Hope is a reason for the stars. It's a flame that starts with a spark. All it takes is one voice, one thing.
All we really need is a drop of grace. Find the courage to stand and say, we'll make a change. We'll make the world a better place. It starts with me. It starts with you. It's an act of love. It's the things you do that make a wish come true. Make a wish come true.
All we really need is a drop of grace.
We'll find the courage to stand and say, we'll make a change. We'll make the world a better place. We'll make a change. We'll make the world a better place. We'll make a change.
We'll make the world a better
place. It starts with me. It starts with you. It's an act of love. It's the things you do that make a wish come true. 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 Make a wish come true.
Wow. Okay, give them an applause, guys. You guys are so talented and so inspirational. Thank you so much for coming here and joining us and telling us your story.
Yeah, no problem.
And thank you again for all coming into the studio. And it's stories like this that really touch your soul. I mean, Make-A-Wish makes such a difference in the lives of kids who have critical illnesses that they're just trying to work through. And like Nathan, you said, it just changed you inside, emotionally. This is what you needed.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. Another reminder of how amazing Make-A-Wish really is. So far, look at that, $12,154 donated. Thank you so much to everyone online who has contributed. You can go to our website, kgw.com/wish. You can also just click on that little button on the very bottom of your Facebook live feed if that's how you're tuning in, or you can also call 1-800-934-WISH, 1-800-934-WISH, that's 9474, and gosh, $12,000. Our goal is $35,000 to make sure kids in Oregon and Southwest Washington make it to have an amazing experience, a joyful experience. And right now, we're having a pretty joyful experience riding bikes. Timber, Joey, Cassidy riding these pretty snazzy, sweet Schwinn bikes. These were donated to us by Nautilus Cares. And how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm getting a little winded, you know.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it looks like you're going at a pretty good click, but it looks like some nice blue skies out there.
Yeah, it's lovely. Nice ride through the woods.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like Timber Joey's natural habitat. Like we're out in the woods. That video at the beginning of Timber season last year where they like had to wake you up from your slumber.
Yeah, yeah.
This is basically where you hang out, right? In the off season.
Right? Yeah, and you guys have to continue to get a little bit more comfortable riding. Because how this all works is every single mile you ride, $100 gets donated to Make-A-Wish. So continue to ride, really put your legs into it, because the more miles, the more money for Make-A-Wish. Thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation, they are matching all the donations today. That organization really helping us reach our goal. Again, more than $12,000 donated so far. You are making such a difference in the lives of kids here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. Another kid we want to introduce you to, and Timber Joey, you know this kid too. His name is Derek. His wish was to play with the Timbers.
What's your name?
Derek.
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man? I'm Zarek. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the team.
Las camisas.
We got some shoes here. There you go. Nice. Love that.
3, 4, 5. Bring it back in. All right, great wrap.
We're happy to have you here today and glad to make your wish come true and to have you part of our club. Thanks, Derek.
I take him over him all day long. I don't like him. I don't like Dom. I like him. Me gusta mucho.
What are you going to do in the game?
Push the ball.
Yeah.
I think part of your wish was to be a part of a Timbers win. Is that true? All right, we're going to get you a win tonight. All right, Derek? All right, guys. Come on, boys.
Timber Joey, I can't imagine what that experience was like. Do you still remember just how that day went, what Derek's face looked like?
Like it was yesterday. It was awesome. The Timbers Army did a great job. His brother Josue is awesome. And it's his birthday today.
Oh!
So happy birthday, Derek. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Whoa, when was the last time you talked to him?
He was a junior Joey for the last game.
Whoa!
So he was out last weekend with us.
See, that's just a testament to how these relationships last. I mean, these Wish kids, sure, they get a day filled with joy, but Timber Joey still keeps in touch with him, and they still have an amazing relationship. So these joyful moments last for more than just one day. Well, thank you, Timber Joey, for coming here, riding, pedaling your heart out. Continue to do so. I don't see any perspiration yet. You're doing
Not
a good
yet.
job.
Hey, Cassidy, where's your helmet?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know, normally when you'd ride through a forest, I don't know, it gets pretty dangerous. You might be hitting some rocks, or some Timber Joeys might jump out of the woods, but so I should have brought my helmet, but why do I sound way more out of breath than you right now? Timber Joey, though, what is more difficult, riding a bike like this or sawing off a chunk of the log?
Definitely riding a bike.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got the spirit behind you with the chainsaw.
Oh, got it. Okay.
We got the spirit behind us.
We got the Make-A-Wish spirit.
It's like Make-A-Wish Army is sitting behind us.
Right, right. Okay, continue to pedal, guys. You are looking glowing right now. You're glowing.
Joey's not glowing. I'm glowing. It's okay.
He has the helmet. He has the helmet covering it up. It's okay, Cassidy. Okay, we're going to continue to check in with you guys as much as possible. Keep pedaling because for every single mile you ride, that's $100 for Make-A-Wish, thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. But now we want to introduce you to another very special Wish kid. We're talking about Gabe. He wanted to play a concert with his friends.
We are honoring Gabriel today through Make-A-Wish. We're having Gabe-A-Palooza.
Make-A-Wish got in contact with us, and we thought we should have a concert to share with all of the children here.
And kind of use Gabriel as a face to show people, hey, medically fragile kids are adorable, they're here, they want to be part of our world, and come and meet us. He loves to hear the music. And I think he really loves to feel the joy of his friends in the unit. I've never seen so many of these kids smiling, and just the energy in the room was so positive. It was like, you know, singing unto the Lord. This is more than we could ask for. This is just amazing, and so much support and love together it's a blessing.
Certainly what a Wish does is that it provides not just that day, but everlasting memories from here on out that the family can look back and be like, that was an incredible, life-changing moment. And that's our hope, really, is that we transform lives through wishes like this.
Oh, and we're back. Of course, this is Facebook Live. Thank you for tuning in and joining us for our KGW Wish-A-Thon. That was an amazing story that made such a ripple throughout Gabe's life, his parents' life, his friends' lives to hear that symphony play. Were you there?
I was, yeah.
Okay, and your name is Tony Carlston, and you own Best Day of My Life. That is an apparel lifestyle company. You donated all of those shirts that we saw that said Gabe-A-Palooza. Yeah. What was that like to experience a wish happening?
I took my youngest daughter, and it was, sometimes we need that perspective. Like, we don't know how good we have it. And to watch someone have their wish granted was just a really special time, and it was really neat to just watch that play out and watch how much he enjoyed it. And the symphony did an amazing job, and it was a really cool evening.
And how did it make you feel, you know, you obviously donated your time trying to help with these shirts. How did it make you feel that you were helping in this kind of greater good?
It made me feel like I wanted to do more. You know, there's so much need out there, and Make-A-Wish does such a great job that you can't do enough, really, with what a great job they do with the funds, what a great job they do granting wishes, and how much they love the kids. Everyone that works there really loves those kids with everything they have. It's really neat.
Yeah, and it's pretty amazing that, you know, we've been told by doctors that these wishes really can improve the chances of survival, that it really injects so much joy into these kids' lives. I know that you want to help future wishes get granted. So you were telling me a little bit, you know, maybe a few minutes ago that on your website, you're offering a big deal today.
Sure, so if you go to bestdaymylife.com, and just use the code WISH. All of the proceeds today go to this telethon. Wow. In addition, if you donate $100 and you call in or you click on the link on the bottom, we're just going to give you a Best Day of My Life t-shirt for free, and the Wish grantors are going to reach out to you and get your size and your color and whatnot. We're a positive apparel t-shirt company. We think that it sets your intention by going out, and people really wear our stuff for two reasons. Some people just wear it because they're positive, but some people it's an event, like a wish being granted, or a wedding, or a birthday, or they go skydiving, or just a special day in their life. And it's a great conversation starter, and we're happy to help any way we can. But I think the more people that call in and donate, we'd love to give away hundreds of shirts today. I mean, whatever we can do to help, we're in.
Well, gosh, Tony, thank you for all your help. Thank you for being here in support of Make-A-Wish, because we all know it is an amazing organization that truly changes lives and really is an amazing thing to be a part of. So thank you for all of your help. Again, you can go to bestdayofmylife.com, right?
Yep, use code WISH
Use code WISH, and all the proceeds today go to this telethon. Go to our Wish-A-Thon today to make sure kids in Oregon and Southwest Washington get their wishes granted. So far, wow, you guys, $13,054 donated so far. Thank you to all of our viewers online, anyone who's given us a call to make sure that they are involved in granting wishes. Again, you can go to kgw.com/wish, or hey, use the phone, 1-800-934-WISH, that's 9474, or click on the little donate tab at the bottom of your Facebook Live screen if that is how you're tuning in. And now we want to check in over at our green screen. Cassidy, Timber, Joey, how you doing?
We're not at the green screen, we're in the woods,
Oh,
Christine.
sorry, you're right, you're
We're
right.
so far
okay.
away. Where do you think we actually are, Timber Joy?
Somewhere on the beach, like Manzanita, over the top of Manzanita, maybe?
Might have to go for a swim afterwards, because why am I sweating so much more than you, by the way?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know, I think you're used to this, all the like hard labor of chopping down trees and things.
I don't know.
What did you think when, did you get a phone call, an email? How did you like get brought into this whole thing?
It comes through our organization. Stand Together is awesome. Yeah.
It's so fun, so important. Oh my gosh. How do you talk into, what do we have left? We got, oh my gosh, only one more minute. How many miles are you at?
Like 4.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say like 40. Okay, I think that's about the same. I have
You
no
know,
idea. Christine, who do you think is going faster?
You know, let me look at your legs. Cassidy, I think you're going faster right now.
Yes.
I think
Only when the
Timber
camera's on
Joey,
us.
you got to catch up. You got to catch up. And I will say, you're smooth riders. Look at that. You guys are like no rocks, no
practice?
uneven spots on that
Once in a
trail.
while, yeah.
I will say I was the idiot that went to spin class this morning, so my legs are already tired.
Okay, keep on pedaling, guys. Again, every mile they pedal means $100 to make a wish. So pedal, 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 faster, faster, faster. I want to see you perspiring. Yes. Okay, we're going to check in with them a little bit later just to see how they're doing. Again, you can donate. You can become involved. You can make a difference in a child's life. Go to kgw.com/wish. Already more than $13,000 donated to make sure that wishes are granted for kids that are dealing with critical illnesses. 1-800-934-WISH is the phone number if you'd like to call that way. Or hey, if you're tuning in via Facebook Live, just click on the little donate button. It should be at the very bottom of the Facebook Live screen that you're looking at. Right now, we want to tell you a little bit more about one of our partners that is coming in on this KGW Wish-A-Thon, Mattress World Northwest. We spoke with Sean from Mattress World Northwest a little earlier this morning. That's through a story, or some people have seen it with their own eyes, which that's amazing when you get to see that. How does it make you feel just inside as a human being, knowing that you're involved in helping grant a wish for a kid who's dealing with so much in their lives?
Well, you can only feel awesome. And I've never seen a wish in person, but you go to their website, you can read through the stories, you can see the videos. When a kid gets his wish granted, it's transforming, so it's really hard to not cry when you're watching what you might think is a silly little video, but it's amazing, and you can see in the kids' faces, the family in their faces, that this is an awesome experience for all of them.
Yeah, and it's good to mention also that these are local kids. So when you go online to kgw.com/wish to donate, or if you click that little button on the Facebook Live feed, the money that we're raising today goes to grant wishes for kids right here in Oregon, for kids in Southwest Washington. So the money stays local to help kids and their families get that boost that so many doctors say really helps them increase their chances for survival. And Mattress World Northwest, you guys are doing something big. From what I understand, there's a little bit of a surprise.
Well, we'd like to donate $3,000.
Oh!
Yeah, high five.
Yes,
All right.
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
$3,000.
And we'd like to challenge anybody who's got a business out there in Oregon. It's Make-A-Wish Oregon to donate $3,000, or make our donation look silly. Donate way more.
Okay.
Go for it.
Totally. Donate way more. And I think we have some pictures of you and your child, right?
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh,
yeah.
I guess, and tell me a little
my
bit.
wife.
And your wife, exactly. And tell me a little bit about your little guy.
So Ross, he's 16 now. That's him when he was super young and cute, but he's going to Lincoln High School now, but he's got a genetic disease, cystic fibrosis. And it's kind of a challenge for the whole family, and especially for him. He's got a tough day every single day, and we're very proud of him. But he, being hooked up with Make-A-Wish as a sponsor, they prodded us, and I kind of talked to Ross, and now he has asked for a wish. And so this year they're going to work on granting him a wish.
Wow, what's his wish?
He wants to meet Post Malone and visit YouTube sensation Vape Nation.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to have to keep tabs on his wish and when that's
Exactly.
going to get fulfilled.
Yeah.
Okay, Sean, thank you so much.
Firefighters on deck, so we should not.
Okay, so we're back out here on Facebook Live. I didn't even catch your name. I just called you the gold star. What's your name? Rachel. Okay, so right now we're biking. We're trying to get as many miles as we can because the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation, they're going to donate $100 for every mile that we can bike. So I don't know how fast you can go, but I'm probably going to need to catch my breath in a second. You'll see us on these bikes. You'll see firefighters on these bikes. You've already probably seen Timber Joey pedaling, Cassidy. We've got so many people trying to raise money for Make-A-Wish. We're trying to raise $35,000. That's why we're pedaling so hard. You can go to kgw.com/wish, click on the donate button there, or if you're tuning in on Facebook Live, click the donate button there. You can also call 1-800-934-WISH. Please help us donate to Make-A-Wish because you will be making a difference in the lives of kids with critical illnesses. Already, $13,000, more than $13,000 donated. Thank you to everyone who has donated because you really are changing lives. Right now, we're going to toss it over and really meet a pretty amazing kid named Juan. He wanted to go to Hawaii. Take a look.
Hey guys! So yes, you may see I have a nice poster. We're gonna get to that later. Except I want to tell you some news. March 3rd, my family is going to Hawaii. And there's some pictures on here of Hawaii, like palm trees and stuff. But we'll get to all that stuff like later. And like it's like really fun. Like the most thing I'm really excited about is the beach. Oh my gosh, the beach will be so exciting. And the most fun, and then at the hotel there's like a little water area, and they have a 70 foot water slide. And I'm going to the hotel that calls what's it called? The Sheraton. And it's really fun. I haven't been there yet, but I know it's really fun. We're going to March 3rd to March 8th. And you're seen, and you're gonna come with us. Okay. Yeah, it's good. And I'm gonna film some videos there about like all the adventures kind of. And actually not videos, blogs. Well, I'm there. And now back to it. And then we're gonna show you this. So my restaurant, her name is Ellen. And see, probably this nice poster has like these are like very pretty, like she's stapled on these necklaces, like the new necklaces. And then down here we got like a skull. I've got a hula skirt. And then these are how many days you tell Hawaii. So this is today. Only 28 days.
Yeah, and since today's almost over, you can take that off.
But now I'm about to take this one off. So now it's only 27 more days until I go to Hawaii. And then it's going to become like the 8th, the 9th, the 10th, the 11th. It's going from the 20 something to the so it's 6 and then 5, 4, 3, 2, and then up here is number 1. So
do you know what that says?
It says
wishes
do come
true.
And then this says
Days to Hawaii.
Days to Hawaii, and she put some like ribbons on, some stickers, and she also has like some that, and she has some flowers on here, and then like some pictures of like palm trees, and like that's this picture of the beach / palm tree, and then this is nothing. It's paper. And like this sticker says
Hawaii.
Hawaii, which that'll be really going. And she has some ribbons and some more flowers, kind of everywhere, flowers everywhere. And that's it. Bye.
Oh my gosh, that looks like it was such a fun trip. Juan, thank you for joining us here on the KGW Wish-A-Thon couch. How was the trip?
It was amazing. It was so fun. Because like I went to Hawaii.
Yeah, you went to Hawaii?
Yeah, it was so fun because everyone was there. Like a lot of people were there, and they rolled out the red carpet, and I got to watch, and I got to see Moana from the movie, and I got to see her. She was there, and I had so much fun.
Whoa, and was that your favorite part, that you got to see Moana?
Yeah, it really was. Well, yeah, it was.
Okay, and apparently this video that we just watched was on YouTube. Are you a YouTube star?
Well, yes, I am. I have my own YouTube channel, Juan's World PDX.
Juan's World PDX, and can you do that again?
Juan's World PDX.
You should copyright that. You have a talent. Okay, so how do you feel that you got that wish granted? I mean, that's so cool.
Awesome. It was really awesome.
What did it mean to you? I mean,
well, what do you mean?
Was it a big deal?
Yes, it really was. It was a big deal. Especially because I never been to Hawaii and I never been on a plane and stuff. That it was pretty exciting.
Did it help? I mean, was it hard kind of going? I'm sure you were in the hospital every now and again. And
Actually,
then,
no.
Oh, you weren't in the hospital, huh?
No, I never been.
Oh.
Never ever. Last time I was in the hospital was in the last 4 months.
I see.
When I got my trach. But other than that, I haven't been in the hospital at all. Well, I just had major neck surgery. That was, but I needed to be in the hospital for that for 3 days. But other than that, I haven't been in the hospital for a long time.
I see. Was Hawaii kind of a nice break, though? Was it a nice thing to kind of celebrate?
Yes, and I got to skip school like I am right now.
Okay, like he is right now, exactly. Okay, and you know, if you could say something to people out there watching right now, because you know, today is all about raising as much money as possible for Make-A-Wish. Why do you think it's important that people donate?
Because everyone wants to, when I first went into Make-A-Wish, I had no idea what I was going to do. But then right after, I had a wish granted. And Make-A-Wish is awesome because it can bring kids happy and wishes. And it's really, and Make-A-Wish is also really cool and how they do it, how they help make wishes come true. It's just really awesome.
Okay, Juan, thank you. And he even has the exactly. And like you just heard Juan say, you know, it was so important to him. It was so amazing to go to Hawaii. And you can help make a difference in a child's life that is dealing with a critical illness. How you can do that, how you can become involved, is go to our website, which is right there on your screen. That's kgw.com/wish. Our goal is $35,000 that'll go to Make-A-Wish, which is in its 35th year right now. So again, kgw.com/wish, that is how you can make a difference in a child's life right here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. So far, gosh, we're getting closer to 14 grand, $13,654. And I don't know if you heard Juan say that, but he said, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome how so many people is giving so much money to this wonderful Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Juan, you should just co-host with me. You're just awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, so like I said, $13-some odd thousand, almost $14,000. Go to our website, kgw.com/wish. You can help there, make a difference in so many lives, especially, you know, if you're watching via Facebook Live too, super easy. Just click on the donate button that should be at the bottom of your screen. You can donate that way, or hey, the old school way is just fine too. 1-800-934-WISH, 1-800-934-WISH. That's 9474. And right now, let's check in with, oh, hey, on our bicyclists, our bicycles over there. Oh, firefighters with Portland Fire and Rescue. Looks like you guys are wearing, your fire getup, which I can't imagine how warm that is. But hey, you guys, if you're looking at the screen over there, it's snowing out.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful. I love winter.
Sorry?
I love winter.
Yeah, how are you feeling?
So cold.
Burr, with all your fire gear on. And what's your name?
Sophia Burton.
Sophia with Portland Fire, right? And what's your name?
Stu White.
Stu White. And you're with Portland Fire and Rescue as well?
Portland Fire and Rescue.
Okay, I don't know if you guys on Facebook Live can see, but Stu has some nice little, what would you call those?
Bangles.
Bangles on his facial hair. And not only that, he's got a gold cone up on top of his head.
The Star loaned that to me.
Oh, the Star loaned it. Well, you look perfect. You look amazing, especially in this atmosphere. How do you feel? Are you cold?
I'm feeling quite happy. I love Oregon's fall. It's a little early for the snow, but hey, you know what? It's brisk.
You know,
it feels great. And as a member of the bike team, I'm more than happy to be out in my bike gear.
Honestly, you're looking so jolly with your jewelry on your mustache there.
Well, I am Santa's brother.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You heard it here
Oh,
first.
That's a secret. Don't know that.
Santa's brother. Okay, well, Santa's brother, you keep pedaling.
Okay,
I
now,
know.
did you want to see these flash?
Oh, they flash?
They flash. Here you
okay.
Go. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. You've just been flashed.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. It was very, very jolly. Perfect. So good. Okay, and are you actually getting hot? Because I don't know how much this gear weighs, but...
Yeah, I'm warming up right about now.
You're like, I'm starting to get a little red. How much does this gear weigh?
I mean, the turnouts themselves, without all the extra tools and the breathing apparatus, maybe 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little bit under 30 pounds for that.
Yeah.
When you throw the self-contained breathing apparatus on and the rest of our tools and bits and pieces, we weigh about 60 pounds more.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Sophie really likes that.
And I'm impressed that even with additional, like the additional 30 pounds, you're keeping up with Stu.
Oh, yeah. He's giving me a run for my money, though.
I was going to say, is there a little bit of competition here?
No, not in the fire service.
Oh.
Never. We wouldn't compete with each other.
Okay, well, continue to pedal. I am feeling for you because, I feel your heat. She's getting warm. Okay, what they're doing here, just in case you're tuning in right now, they are pedaling, and for every single mile they pedal, the Joseph E. Weston Foundation, the public foundation, will be donating $100 for every mile. So pedal, pedal, pedal. So far, $13,000, 654 donated. Thank you to everyone out there on Facebook Live, online, for donating, because you really are making a difference. And you guys from Portland Fire making a difference too. We spoke with Layla Cook, the CEO of Make-A-Wish, a little bit earlier about the impact that Make-A-Wish has on our local area. Take a look. Case and story. He met a real-life Wolverine in Alaska. What was that like for you?
Well, I wasn't at the Wish, but
Okay.
I was there when
The
we
grantor.
interviewed him and asked him what he wanted his wish to be. And my favorite answer came because he thinks the Wolverine is his spirit animal. It's tiny and tough, and he's such a cool kid. But I was really, truly worried that the Wolverine was going to eat his finger off all day long.
Oh, no.
I kept on texting his mom, is he okay? Does he have his fingers? He got really close to a real Wolverine, which was really cool.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen, I mean, whether through videos or in real life, wishes get granted. We've heard from doctors how much this means to kids and their recovery, how much of a boost it can give them. How do you feel when you see these kids get their wishes granted?
I'm going to say two things that are the most moving to me because I feel like it is such an important thing that we are able to do for kids who are going through a really tough time in their life. One of which is they feel this whole army behind them. All the people who are donating today, all the people who are helping to put together this amazing day, the kids feel this army behind them, cheering them on and helping them to get better. And it's really healing to have joy. It's really healing to have an army behind you. And the most amazing thing I would say is that Kaysen's mom actually said he's got such a rare disease it's really hard to describe. So he was kind of defined by his illness. And then after his wish, it helped a new definition of who he was. And that is such an amazing thing to be a part of, who someone is in the world.
Yeah, and so it really is changing lives.
It really is changing lives.
And it's amazing. I mean, you guys have been in operation granting wishes since 1983. That is more than 4,000 wishes. And I think it's important to note that when everyone donates today, whether you go to our website, kgw.com/wish, whether you click on that little Facebook Live donate button, or if you want to call that 1-800-934-WISH number, that money goes toward local kids. We're talking about kids dealing with critical illnesses here in Oregon, in Southwest Washington, going through such a tough time in their lives.
It's really true. All of our kids are local. All of our money stays local. We get no fee for service. We get no government support. All the money comes from generous donations. And we are serving children right here in our local communities with volunteers right here in our local communities.
Yeah, countless, I'm
Yes.
sure, volunteers
Yes.
that make sure these wishes come true. And you guys have had a pretty gangbusters year when it comes to fulfilling wishes.
We had a record-breaking year. It never gets old to say. We granted the most wishes ever in Oregon and Southwest Washington. This year we granted 260 local wishes to kiddos, and almost all of them were these over-the-top, incredible, life-changing wishes. There's a great
Whoa.
map to show where the kiddos lived and how many wishes we're able to grant by county. And so I want to make sure everyone knows that we're serving the entire state. And gosh, it's hard in the southeast part of the state to get volunteers. And for those kiddos truly have to drive hours for treatment. And so being able to do something over the top magical for them is such an amazing gift.
Yeah, and I know, I mean, as a reporter, I've done so many stories talking to parents, talking to kids that are dealing with critical illnesses. And you're right, they have to, some of these, families need to drive hours. They have to relocate.
Yeah.
They have so many stresses in their lives that just a moment of, joy
Yes.
can make all the difference, I think. And that support system that you were talking about, having that army of people, whether it's you at home watching on your cell phone or tablet or computer, knowing that you donated, I mean, you're part of this supportive army that helps these kids get through another day, I think.
It's really true, and we have seen countless times where a kid is on a trajectory to not get better, quite frankly. Wow. And then they have their wish, and they can think bigger than the hospital. They can think outside of their illness, and they actually get better. We don't have concrete medical proof yet, but we're working on it. But what I will say is that when I know in my heart, after 15 years of working here, when kids feel better, they sometimes get better. Mm-hmm. And having all of these people rally and wrap around them and be a part of the solution and a part of the healing is really an amazing gift. And for some of these kids, a turning point in their illness journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned, sometimes it's hard to get, kids from Southeast Oregon and stuff like that. And we had somebody on our Facebook Live feed ask, how can I nominate a child to get my wish granted? Do you just go to the website?
Great question. Our website is oregon.wish.org, which you're surely linked to from kgw.com if that is too much to remember. And we just have a refer a child button right on the front. And we welcome referrals. We say we would rather have 10 referrals for one kid than miss one kid. We work with the doctors to make sure that kid qualifies and that we haven't granted another wish to them. Those are kind of our two, they have a medical qualification and they haven't been granted another wish and they're age appropriate. So 2.5 to 18 years old. And the medical qualifications are determined by doctors. We have a whole team of doctors at our national office who help decide what qualifies for a wish and what doesn't. So if you're questioning it, if you think you might know a kid, or there's a kid in your church or your neighborhood or at your kid's school, refer them, and we will do the rest.
And typically when these kids are referred or they apply, do they need to draw like their wish?
Great question. It depends on the kid. Not
Okay.
everyone loves to draw. So we send 2 volunteers to go and meet with them and say, you could wish for anything in the world, what would that be? And some kids know right away. And they have it already in their head. They have, you know, already the picture in their head and or the drawing and or cut out some articles. A lot of these kids spend a lot of time together in the hospital. So they've been talking about it already, and they know what somebody else did for their wish. And so they, those kids know right away. Other kids, we have to kind of tease it out a little bit. Kason was a great example of, well, he didn't think you could meet a Wolverine, so we talked about a few different options at his wish visit.
Okay, we're back out here at the bikes. Again, these sweet rides donated to us by Nautilus Cares. And Stu actually had to switch out because I think he was getting cold. We were in a wintry wonderland before, but now, you guys, there's blue skies behind you, some water. You guys are on the trail, really riding smoothly, and I didn't even catch your name.
Jason Cunningham.
Okay, Jason, you are on the bike now in place of Stu. How are you feeling?
I think something wrong with my bike. It doesn't go as fast as Sophia's.
Oh, okay. So Sophia, how are you feeling? You've been on this bike for a while now. How are you feeling?
The sweat's starting to build up in here.
Okay, and your gear, you guys are wearing stuff that's probably an additional 30 or so pounds. Okay, how many miles would you say, Sophia, that you've gone so far? Because you've been on your bike a little bit longer.
I'm thinking at least 100.
At least 100. Obviously. Are you thinking you're going to beat out Sophia?
I doubt it very much.
Oh, okay. You're letting her go for it.
She leads the way.
Okay, she leads the way. And this is important that they continue to pedal and they keep on kind of pushing each other, because for every mile they ride, it's $100 donated to Make-A-Wish thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. So keep riding. I know you guys are glowing, not sweating, glowing. You are helping to raise money to grant wishes for kids here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. Speaking of which, we are now almost at $14,554 donated. Thank you to everyone out there who has been donating on our Facebook Live feed. All you have to do is click that little button, or if you've been donating on our KGW page, that's amazing too. Just go to kgw.com/wish. Our goal is $35,000. That money going toward Make-A-Wish, which is in its 35th year. And also, you can pull up our KGW News app. You can pull up your telephone on your cell phone. Call 1-800-934-WISH. That's another option. So many ways to donate, not only today, but also the rest of the week. This is Wish Week for us here at KGW. And we have heard over and over again how wishes that are granted make a huge difference in the kids' lives. They're life-changing. They emotionally are uplifting. Doctors say that they're a form of medicine in and of themselves. So thank you to Portland Fire and Rescue for pedaling as hard as you can. You're not even breaking a sweat.
She's cutting the wind.
Meantime, Sophia here, she's like, oh my gosh, I am, whew, yeah, putting in the work, and we appreciate it. Make-A-Wish appreciates it. Next, we want to introduce you to a 5-year-old girl, amazing little girl, whose wish was to go to Disneyland to meet her idol, Tinkerbell.
I'm a real princess and a real fairy and a real star. My name is Min, and sometimes I just like Tinkerbell. My wish was to see Disneyland. I loved it, but Pinocchio gave me a too big hug.
He gave you too big a hug?
Uh-huh.
What does too big of a hug look like?
So I let it go, but he didn't. My dream was to meet Tinkerbell. Because she was in the cartoons, I didn't know that she was real, so I wanted to go and see if she was real. And she was. That's why I was so excited. I was like, I was out of breath. My wish definitely come true. I was like, when I just saw her, all my air came out of my fingers and my toes. I was like, what? Because it was just so cool. It was like I was surrounded by love. And I was like, and my heart was beating like so fast. I was saying, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I was like, I was like screaming for reals, and I was like, what? This is a cool time of day. I love this day. I feel like a star hanging above whole outer space.
Oh, that is so cool. And joining us here on the KGW Wish-A-Thon couch is Mims herself. Mims, you got a pretty amazing outfit going on here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And Mom Kate joining us here too.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Mims, I gotta ask you, what was it like meeting Tinkerbell herself?
Like, I was like almost so excited, I almost screamed.
You almost screamed?
Wait, this is this hand and this is that hand.
And I mean, I know you were excited, but has that been your dream?
Like one of mine.
We have a lot of dreams, huh, Mims?
And okay, explain to me what you're wearing. Is this a Tinkerbell outfit?
Well, it's kind of like like a tink thing, and also like a flower thing, and also the Tinkerbell is on here.
Whoa!
Where did you get that crown, Mims?
From Tinkerbell at the Genie's room.
You got that from Tinkerbell?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it has some special fairy dust on it?
Yeah.
Do you feel special when you wear it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is so cool. And Kate, you know, as Mim's mom, how did it feel watching her interact with Tinkerbell, watching this wish just come to fruition?
It was amazing. In fact, we were looking over our wish photos this morning, and I was tearing up just looking at them. It was this moment of just excitement and joy, and the whole experience leading up to the wish granting was really just sweet and wonderful. Wendy, hi Wendy, was one of our wish granters, and she just made it special the whole time. And we had a wonderful time at Disneyland, and it was right before she had a series of surgeries. So it really gave us a lot of joy and hope and helped us get through. Did you have something to add?
I'm going to tell you about my surgeries.
Okay, yeah, tell me a little bit about that. And you had a heart condition, right?
Right, a heart surgery.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So, in my heart, so Disneyland made me feel good for heart surgery and brave, just like Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain taught you to be brave.
Yeah, because I was like slow screaming, and also it always made me brave for back surgery.
Wow. Okay, so being able to meet Tinkerbell, going to Disneyland, it helped you be brave for your heart surgery?
Mm-hmm. And my back surgery.
Wow, heart and back surgery, huh?
Yeah, she underwent halo traction at Shriners in Portland with Dr. Wellborn this summer, and they were able to straighten out her spine. She's got what's called magic rods, and she did that this summer, and then last fall she had her heart surgery. So the Make-A-Wish timing was really perfect as well. It was before all of that, so we were able to talk about it and remember things, and got us through some harder times.
Yeah, and you know, we've heard from doctors and people in the medical field who say that these wishes really make a difference.
Yeah, we were actually referred to Make-A-Wish by one of her doctors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Wellborn.
And what do you want to say as a parent to people out there who are thinking about donating, who are watching this online?
Did you have something to say?
This is like, I did this once, now I'm doing it twice.
That's true. We will always do whatever Make-A-Wish asks of us to help volunteer. This is a really powerful thing. This community that we're a part of now, being a Make-A-Wish family, we're super glad to participate and help get other kids their wishes, because we know the power that wishes have.
Okay, and you just heard how powerful these wishes are for Mims, for her mom, family members. You can help make a difference in these kids' lives, these kids that are dealing with critical illnesses. And when you donate, know that your money is going toward kids here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. You can make dreams come true. You can make wishes come true. Just go to our website, kgw.com/wish. Our goal is $35,000. That money will go to Make-A-Wish, and they're in their 35th year. They know what they're doing. These wishes change lives, and we know because Mims is here. They'll do anything for Make-A-Wish because of the impact that Make-A-Wish has on their lives. So go to our website, kgw.com/wish. We're doing it today, all week long for Wish Week. You can continue to donate. You are making a difference. You can also call 1-800-934-WISH. That's 1-800-934-WISH, 9474. Or if you're tuning in via Facebook Live, at the bottom of your screen, there should be a little donate button. All you have to do is click it, and there you have it. You've already made a difference. So thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Telling your story, because it's amazing. And Mims, you are one amazing fairy. High five.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so coming up, we're giving you a sneak peek into how Make-A-Wish began. They've been operating since 1983, and since then, they've granted more than 4,000 wishes. Take a look.
I'm sorry.
I don't think there was any way that any of us could vision how this was going to spread, how this was going to just take off in all directions. It's not just United States, it's worldwide.
It was a culmination of a whole lot of different people's ideas coming together, and it came together amazingly well.
I don't know what the impact is, but I have an idea. There's a few thousand people who over 35 years have impacted millions. Millions.
In 1972, I gave birth to Christopher. He was 4 pounds, 7 ounces. The nurse brought him to me and said, "Don't get attached, he won't live." And I said, "Yes, he will." I knew he would never grow up. I knew that just by holding him, looking at him. So I made every day count. Chris was my little buddy. He really was. We were planning on coming back to Phoenix for a visit, and along in mid-Texas, I noticed Chris he wasn't himself. Something is just not right. We took him right in. The doctor did a little pinprick on Chris and came back a short time later and said he has leukemia. The poor doctor just looked at me and looked at my brother and my mother and wrote down an address, St. Joseph's Hospital, and said, "Go there, they're waiting for you." I made a vow that night to even be, they say, a better mother, to even have more fun with him. We just kind of went from there. We really did, day by day, week by week, whatever we needed to do. Community college class, I'd met a lady by the name of Kay Austin. Her husband happened to be a U.S. Customs agent, which I didn't know. And she says, "You know what? Come on over to my house. We'll study together. Maybe I can help."
As we got into our studying, the front door opened and there was Tommy. And Chris jumped up with more energy than he had had the whole time he had been there. And I think he told Tommy you're under arrest or freeze or something.
Turned over and he said, "Freeze." I'm a police officer, so I froze. He got off the couch and he carefully searched my front pockets, and he was satisfied I was clean. He holstered his weapon. He stuck out his hand. He said, "Hi, I'm Chris." And from that moment on, we were buds. We were best friends. We were pals.
We absolutely loved having them be a part of our family. And Tommy began to talk to Lynn at that time about doing something special for Chris.
Ron Cox and Mike Stevens from DPS and I were together.
Tommy started telling all of us the story about Chris. So there was a lot of tears shed that night. And Tommy said that, well, some of you guys, many of you offered to help out when the time comes. I said, you bet, I will.
In mid-April, Chris had gone out of remission, and it was coming very close to the end. And I made a phone call, but to Tom Austin. And I said, Tom, if there's any way possible to make that promise come true, now is the time. Tom got on the phone to Ronnie Cox, said, Ronnie, it's time.
I said, hey, do you think we can give this guy, this young man, a show and tell around the helicopter? And his answer was, oh no, we'll give him a ride in it.
I called Chris on Friday, and hello, very weak drawings, very weak. Said, Chris, how would you like to have a ride on a real police helicopter Monday morning? Instantaneous, that voice changed. Oh, Tom, you're joking, you're joking.
Well, somebody notified the news people, so they're gonna be filming. I thought, you know, this is starting to get a little over my head, and I think our director may want to hear this before he sees it on the news. So I called Alan Schmidt, and I said, Alan, here's what I've done.
And I said, yeah, we can do that, and we'll tour him around and all that.
And Ron says, I was introduced to this little boy named Chris, 7 years old, and we're gonna do something special for Chris today. And I would like you to be standing by with your motorcycle.
6 o'clock Monday morning, the phone rang. Hello. Hi, Tom, this is Chris. You hadn't forgotten, have you? I said, no, I hadn't forgotten. Well, I went over there about 20 minutes till 8, and he was already out in the driveway. And I wish you could have seen the look on his face when I drove up. He knew it was real. A smile from ear to ear.
I got there and set up the motorcycle at our headquarters building just as the helicopter was coming in.
He was given a ride in a real Ranger helicopter. They landed at the Department of Public Safety. From there, we went over to Colonel Schaefer's office.
He walks around, high fives everybody, introduces himself.
We stood him up on my desk, and I swore him in, handed him that certificate, and pinned the badge on his coat.
It was wonderful. Chris was such a proud little boy. I mean, to him, with that badge, hat, everything, he was a policeman. He really was. This was something that I was totally helpless to do, but Tom had pulled it off with the help of Ronnie and help of all of the DPS officers. On May 2nd, he said, Mommy, I'm not feeling real good. On May 3rd, he passed away, just that quick. There was a unity born with these officers and what they did.
We had lost a fellow officer, we meaning the Arizona Highway Patrol. I was called into the commander's office, and he said, we have learned that Chris is going to be buried in a little town called Kewanee, Illinois. He said, I would like you and another motorcycle officer to go back and give Chris a full police funeral.
When Scott and Frank came back from the burial and the memorial for Chris in Illinois, we were talking and I was asking Frank and Scott, how did this come about? How did it all go? And we were just chatting and they were telling me how it went. And we all said basically at the same time, there's more children out there. Why don't we go find them?
I love the idea of it, and I love what it brought those families.
I've often said it was just a snowball effect, and a snowball rolling down here, hill, it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Make-A-Wish is not mine or anybody else's. Make-A-Wish is a thing. I truly believe in the power that made this happen.
I think there are a lot of people that can't even imagine how small it was and how little money there was.
So to sit here and say, happy birthday, Make-A-Wish, you are now 35 years old, tells me that the original founders and the original board members and all those long nights, it was all worth it.
We happened to hit on the most universal emotion there is. It's totally universal. There's no language boundaries, no country boundaries, no philosophy, no attitude, no political boundaries. It's universal. The people who are there today, 35 years later, carry that torch, same rules, same all kinds of same things that we set up when we sat down and said, how are we going to do this thing?
And if you want to help change lives here for our kids in our area, we're talking Oregon and Southwest Washington, go to our website, kgw.com/wish. Again, kgw.com/wish. Our goal is $35,000 for Make-A-Wish. And speaking of trying to reach our goal, we've got Blaze, the trail cat here. High five. Thanks for being here. Drew, this is the second time round for you.
Can I give you a high five too?
Right? You're like, I want one.
I know Blaze to be a very athletic mascot. I've always called him the best mascot in the National Basketball Association, but very athletic, and I'm feeling like you could pick up the pace there, pal.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay.
Little challenge.
Guys, look where you're at. Whoa. We're in the cosmos.
Whoa. Oh. Our own version of Space Jam, Blaze.
And you know what? I don't know what this means for your, I don't know, your pedaling skills, but I'm hoping that that also means that you can pedal faster. Because
it feels easier. It feels lighter.
Does it? Does it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because we're in the cosmos. Continue to pedal, and fortunately for you, it's lighter. Hopefully, Blaze, I got faith in you. I have faith in you, and you're agile. You're a cat. You're gonna have to be able to beat out Drew. So keep on going. The miles matter, and that is because for every single mile they ride, $100 gets donated to Make-A-Wish, thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. And speaking of this foundation, I mean, they are an amazing sponsor. They are matching all donations today, and this specific Facebook Live segment, they're matching a ton. So every $10 donated, we're getting $100. For $50, we're getting $500, and for $100, if you donate 100, it is $1,000.
Whoa, Blaze.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, so we caught up with Dave from the foundation. Take a look at what he had to say about how important Make-A-Wish really is to them. Here joining me now, Dave Rianda from the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. Thank you so much for being here this morning with us.
It's a pleasure to be here and to represent the foundation. Joe Weston does a lot of good things for our community, and I know he's excited about helping Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, and the foundation has been amazing because all day today, the foundation has said it will match all the donations, and they keep rolling in. So please know that your donation is going to go the extra mile because the Joseph E. Weston Foundation, Public Foundation, has decided, hey, we're going to match. And you guys, I mean, what made you decide we are getting involved with Make-A-Wish?
Joe Weston has quite an interest in serving children and children's needs, and particularly the critically ill children, and this has been one of his organizations that he's supported for a number of years. I think he's given probably $150,000 over the years. There'll be another gift this year, but it's for a good cause, and I'm like to say thank you, KGW, for taking the time to do this. It's really important for the community to learn more about the program. It's a good one. Joe really likes to fund children's programs, but he likes to also help the homeless, people in need, disadvantaged, and he started his foundation in 1991. And it's now located with the Oregon Community Foundation, and last year gifts were given over $8 million to 470 organizations.
In Oregon?
In Oregon, primarily Oregon. Right,
Wow.
right.
That is amazing.
He's a good man. He's a very humble man. He realizes that with his wealth, he needs to share that. And so he sat with the foundation, and it's great to be here for Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, with the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation, so much money going towards such a great cause, fulfilling the wishes of kids with critical illnesses. They're dealing with so much already in their lives that they really shouldn't have to deal with as kids. But granting these wishes gives them a little boost of joy, and the foundation helps with that. So thank you so much for being involved. One of our big sponsors here, matching the donations today. So please continue to donate. You can make a difference. Okay, and the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation really coming in clutch today because they are helping us really raise as much money as possible. If you want to help change lives, if you want to make sure that future wishes can be granted for kids that are going through really tough situations, critical illnesses, make sure to go to our website, kgw.com/wish. Our goal is $35,000, and I know that you can help us reach this. You can make a difference in these kids' lives. And it's really important to note that we're talking about kids here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. Also, if you're tuning in on Facebook Live, there's a little button at the bottom of your screen that says donate. You can click that as well. Back out here, we're joined by Denton. And Denton, he was 17 when he had his wish granted, had leukemia. His wish was to own or be in a recording studio, to own a recording studio, right?
Right.
Okay, and so now, before we really, dig in deep and talk to you about the experience with Make-A-Wish, we want to hear you perform because you are one talented guy. Okay, so let's hit it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're doing a high five. I'm high-fiving everyone. 3, 2, 1, go, Denton.
You're breaking down my heart, breaking down my heart again. You're breaking down my heart, breaking down my heart again. I thought that we had agreed we were never meant to be. I thought that I had made myself perfectly clear about this charade. But you caught me off guard, and I feel the cracks in my walls. And now I'm breaking apart, and you're sneaking your way into my heart. Oh. You're breaking down my heart, breaking down my heart again. You're breaking down my heart, breaking down my heart again. You always seem to make everything so hard. Why can't you just leave me alone and give me a fresh start? 'Cause now I'm dreaming again, and I know that it won't be long before I'm wrapped up again and start singing your song. Oh, yeah. You're breaking down my heart, breaking down my heart again. You're breaking down my heart again. You're breaking down my again. You're breaking down more again. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So many people in studio. Let's give it up for Denton. That was amazing. The vocals were awesome, Denton. So tell me a little bit about, well, one, did you write that song or?
Yeah. So me and a buddy have a little band that we throw together a bunch of tracks. We've done a lot of music over the past year.
I think you might have to talk in the mic.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, me and a buddy have been doing music for ever since I got the studio, really. So we do a lot of original songs. So.
Wow, that is so cool. And so you got this studio when you were 17, right?
Right.
And now you're 23, and you still have this studio?
Yeah, most of the equipment I still have. Some of it, gets damaged over the years and have to replace it, but I still have the core ingredients to making the music I want to make. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so I assume this has been kind of a dream of yours then.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And it's been kind of an obsession over the past couple of years now because it's just I've grown to love it so much. So yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your life leading up to Make-A-Wish and getting your wish granted. You had leukemia.
Right. So I was diagnosed when I was 16 years old, and basically right off the bat, within a couple months, Make-A-Wish had already reached out and we had started putting things together. But yeah, prior to being diagnosed with leukemia and stuff, I had always been into music, playing guitar, singing, writing songs. But it really kind of kicked off when I actually got my wish fulfilled. That's when I was able to actually put everything together and record it and make it real rather than just, a couple tunes I'm playing here and there. But
yeah. Did it make a huge difference when, Make-A-Wish was able to grant you this wish? I mean, I can't imagine it was easy having leukemia and trying to get through
that. Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So that was one huge thing that kind of got me through it, was being able to just because I had the studio out in a separate building completely. If I ever wanted to just go out, be alone, be by myself, do music, I could go out there anytime, which was really helpful when you're going through something like that. I just had kind of a me time where I could go and just make music and have fun. So
yeah,
it really made a difference.
And this is your studio, right?
Yeah.
So what are we looking at right here?
I got a laptop, got guitars, mic setups, interface, everything. Pro Tools software for actually recording the music. There's a lot that goes into it, which did take a while for me to kind of figure out, but once I did, I had a ton of options as far as recording goes. So.
And you said this meant a lot to you when the wish was granted.
Right.
I mean, how much? Do you think it really, helped you get through some of the darkest points?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. It changed a lot. In fact, even now, after having already gone through everything, I'm still using this stuff, and it's completely changed my life. So I'm very thankful for it. But yeah.
And what would you say to people out there who are watching this Facebook Live who might not have a direct experience with Make-A-Wish, and they're watching and they're seeing hey, we want people to donate?
Yeah, for sure. It's the opportunity to actually change someone's life. So that's what I would say is, if you have the opportunity to at least contribute to someone's life being changed when they're in such a bad spot, it's a good idea. So yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, you're making pretty amazing music, and like you said, I mean, it's not just that one thing where you got your wish granted. You got your recording studio. That's amazing.
Right.
But even years down the line, it continues to change your life.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Okay. What an impact. Okay. So now you have a second performance.
Yeah.
Your first one was amazing. So I'm really excited to hear your second one. Let's hear it then.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Denton.
Pyramid lies, full stack ties, evergreen dies on my eyes. Cold exhale, blackened trails, usury is my tale. Seismic overload, seismic overload. seismic overload. Can't let you go. Extra deep on my knees. I fall flat. Black disease. I don't care. I don't mind. Take my home. Take my mind. Seismic overload. Seismic overload. Seismic overload. Seismic overload. Seismic overload. Can't let you go.
Yes! Yeah, Denton, that was awesome. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us and telling your story. I mean, so many opportunities today for people out there, for you if you're watching, to really help with these life-changing, lasting wishes that kids are being granted in Oregon and Southwest Washington. If you want to be a part of the magic, please donate online. Today, kgw.com/wish, that is the place to go. This week is Wish Week, so even if you don't donate today, or if you've donated today and hey, it strikes you again later this week, do that too, because it is happening all week long. We're trying to raise $35,000. So far, $16,774 donated to KGW's Wish-A-Thon. Wish Week here at KGW. Thank you so much to everyone who has decided, hey, I'm going online, kgw.com/wish, or if you're watching this Facebook live feed, clicking on that little donation button. Again, kgw.com/wish. Denton, thank you again. You are one talented guy. I'm so glad you were able to have this wish granted for you. Okay, so now we are going to check back in with Drew and Blaze, the trail cat. Okay, I'm running over. Okay, and let me see. I don't think I have a microphone here.
I have one. How about that?
Wow, yeah, you just hid that thing.
Yeah, while not getting off the bike, I managed to commandeer a microphone, and now we can have a little conversation. Blaze is going to remain the strong, silent type.
Yes, the strong, silent type, and strength. I mean, I'm sure you've been really going at it. Probably, gosh, at least 100 miles, right?
Oh yeah, 100, 101,
maybe 2, maybe 200.
Tough to count.
I mean, he's a cat, so he's agile, he's quick on his feet, so obviously pedaling quite fast. What about you?
You know what, I do like pedaling with Blaze, because I was with Nina earlier, and you know, I felt the need that we had to have a conversation the entire time. With Blaze, you don't have to talk, you just kind of get lost in your thoughts and you pedal away.
Well, you get lost in your thoughts, and you get lost in the silence that is space. Right? Exactly. Do you find it easier pedaling in space?
I'm lighter.
You're lighter?
I'm lighter in the space.
Are you kind of more agile? Like at least, you know, you're getting up to the cat agility level?
I do not have cat-like quickness.
No?
No. I do not have the cat-like quickness of the Blaze. Been around, by the way, now, Blaze has, since 2002. That was your year of birth. So congratulations on what's to be year number 18.
Wow.
With the Trailblazers. Very cool.
Yeah, and he's making a difference at year number 18 and all before, really. And thank you for this is your second time.
Did you notice that?
Back on the bike?
I knew about the first one. This was sort of a surprise second appearance on the exercise bike. So I've already exercised twice more today than I would normally exercise on a Wednesday.
You know what? Kudos to you, because you're doing this and you're making a difference at the same time.
Thank you.
And for everyone out there who's wondering what these bikes are all about, Nautilus Cares donated this sweet setup here, these Schwinn bikes. And we all kind of match, by the way. I just realized that. We're all a lot of red going on in the cosmos today. But basically, every mile they ride, it's $100 donated to Make-A-Wish, and that's thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Foundation, the public foundation. And again, if you want to get involved, there are so many ways. You can go online, kgw.com/wish. We're trying to raise $35,000 right now, and that's 35 grand that'll go to Make-A-Wish in its 35th year. And just go to kgw.com/wish. Why not? It's super easy. Already $16,774 donated. So thank you to everyone who has decided to go online. Or hey, if you've been watching our Facebook live feed, thank you for clicking that little donate button, because that's super easy. If you want to do it the old school way, hey, that's cool too. 1-800-934-WISH. 1-800-934-WISH. That's 9474. Help us get to our goal of $35,000. You can make a difference in the life of a child dealing with a critical illness right here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. And now we want to introduce you to Amanda. That's another Wish kid. She's an amazing girl who wanted to go to the Dominican Republic.
My name is Amanda Christopher, and I have sickle cell thalassemia. I've always known about Make-A-Wish, but I had a personal experience with them. I was in the hospital, very depressed. I was going through a period of my life where my sickle cell was just spiraling out of control. I was in pain almost every day. I put myself in like this dark box, basically, where I didn't want to see anything, I didn't want to hear anything. All I knew was I'm in pain internally and externally, and it was just bad. So I'm laying in my bed, and my nurse comes in. She's like, have you ever heard of the Make-A-Wish Foundation? After she leaves, my mom's like, Amanda, we should look into it. So we apply, and to my surprise, like not even 2 weeks, I think a week later, we had a response. And within a month or so, we were on a plane, my family and I, to the Dominican Republic, and it changed my life so much. I remember one day I was on the beach, and I was just by myself looking at the sunrise. It was early in the morning, and I had a moment, like time paused for a minute, and I was like, I'm smiling. What is this? I'm smiling, and a piece of me came back. A door or a window or a shade or a blind or a curtain was open in that dark room, and light came in. One moment changed everything. That one moment changed the rest of my life going on and also prior. Because they helped me open up one window, I have taken it upon myself to now reach out and open up everything else. If I could just help someone else who's been in that dark place or that dark box, I'm more than willing to help. The way they transform lives and your mental and your emotional and your heart and your soul and revive your soul in a way, it can't be done anywhere else.
Okay, and if you want to help make wishes come true, head to our website, kgw.com/wish. Again, 35K, that is our goal, and we're getting closer and closer. I just got word that we had a $50 donation over the phone, a $50 donation on the website. Every dollar counts. $17,874 donated already. Help us get to our goal. You can make a difference in the life of a child that's dealing with a critical illness, something they shouldn't have to deal with, but they're dealing with because they have to. So make them have a little bit of a brighter day, a brighter life, because these wishes are life-changing. Again, joined by Blaze here, the trail cat, doing an amazing job. Drew, sweating it out, doing an amazing job too.
Can I point out that these wishes that you help grant to these kids not only benefit the kids in most cases, it benefits the entire family.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we don't send the children to Disneyland alone if that's their wish. They get to go with mom, dad, maybe both, brother, sister. So this is an opportunity to help an entire family in the area that is probably struggling right now with something that none of us would want to have to deal with ourselves if we didn't have to.
Yeah, and we've heard from doctors, medical professionals who say that these wishes, when they're granted, it really increases the chances of survival. It creates hope. It gives joy. So if we can help give some joy to a child out there, their family members, why not, right? And so while we're talking here, we're going to continue to have Blaze pedal, Drew, you pedal, because
we're still pedaling, Christine?
Yes.
I thought you were about to say thank you for pedaling. You're done pedaling.
Thank you for pedaling. Keep pedaling. Carol out there, thank you, Carol, for your $25 donation. I just heard that you made it. That $25 is going to make a difference. And every single mile that you guys pedal, $100 to Make-A-Wish. So keep pedaling, Drew.
I can't take credit for all the miles on this bike. Obviously, other people have used it today, but this bike has logged over 40 miles so far today, so there's $4,000.
That's just this bike alone. We've got Blaze's bike too. And
the Blaze bike.
Yeah, the Blaze bike. And let's see here. That's got 43 miles. So, you know, while we talk here, basically, if I'm over there at the other part of the set, if you see other shots here in this little studio and you don't see the bikes, just know that there are people here that are continuing to pedal.
Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you, Christine.
Okay, so now we want to introduce you to Scott, a young man who wanted to meet Damian Lillard.
Once I found out I had cancer, I basically moved into the hospital, and I had tests every day, and the chemo was every so often.
Scott had about 10 months in Dornbecker's Children's Hospital. I'm a single mom, and I have 5 kids, and 3 still are at home, and so it was a major change. I just couldn't imagine it. He was such a trooper that he was the one that was carrying me and his siblings. We were referred to Make-A-Wish from Dornbecker's Hospital and the social workers there. But Scott put a lot of thought into his wish.
We said, you know, you need to think of something that would be a game changer for you and help bring you joy.
And then came to the conclusion, I want to spend a day with Damian Lillard.
When I made the wish, I never thought it would come true. I got home from school, and my mom got a call.
And the whole Trailblazers family, everyone who kept on hearing about it wanted to do more. You know, from going and doing a shoot-around to going to practice to having breakfast with Damian to going to the game the next day and getting courtside tickets and being able to bring his friends and his family. And they went way above and beyond. It ended up being so much more than we originally asked for.
There he is. You coming on the air with us tonight?
Yeah. They had my own name up on the locker, and I got to meet each player individually. Alan Crabb.
You know, the really cool part about working with teenagers, and Scott particularly, is that he's just a kid. He's 13, so Damian Lillard is like a god to him. And seeing him just shoot around and be a kid and seeing the spark come alive in his eyes, being with the players and just being a member of the team was incredible.
They went so overboard for us. I mean, Scott had never been in a limo or seen the compassion from a group of professional basketball players. It was just amazing.
Being at Media Day was super cool. The guys were taking selfies with him and just playing around and putting up bunny ears in the pictures and just making him feel like a member of the team. For a lot of kids, a wish is a turning point. They have been spending so much time in the hospital only thinking about tests and treatments and pokes. And to be able to meet people who say you could wish for anything in the world and to be joyful and hopeful is a game changer.
I mean, that just made Scott's day. I mean, these kids hear so many no's, but to have an experience that Make-A-Wish offered us, it was amazing. I mean, we still hang on to that feeling of really gratefulness and excitement, and I don't think we'll lose that for a long time.
I like to sing Make-A-Wish for Make My Wish Come True. It's a day I'll never forget.
Wow, Scott, what a lucky kid. And you guys, Lillard time, right? Lillard time, because he got to meet Damian Lillard. And actually, Blaze, you got to meet him too. What an amazing experience. And so not only did he get to meet Damian Lillard, but Blaze. Dang. And Blaze, nice job on the bike.
The greatest mascot in the National Basketball Association.
Yeah.
Don't be humble.
Right?
Don't be humble. You are a bad man, Trail Cat Boy.
You guys have been amazing. And I'm going to ask you to keep pedaling, at least for now. You guys are racking up those miles, which also means we're racking up the money for Make-A-Wish.
Fair enough, because I was about to say you're asking a lot of an out-of-shape individual. But since you put Make-A-Wish at the end of that sentence, we will continue to pedal.
And we're talking about almost $18,000. So thank you for going online, donating, because you are making such a difference in the lives of these kids. I mean, these are lifelong changes that we're talking about, not just one day. We're talking about changes that they will experience throughout their lives. Again, kgw.com/wish. Go online, donate today and for the rest of this week. For now, we want to keep you guys pedaling. You guys are working. I can see it.
Christine.
I know. I know. I'm
What's
like,
next?
oh, okay. Maybe I should slow down. Maybe I should slow down a little bit so you can keep pedaling. Oh no. Okay. Take a look at Poppy. We got to know her a little bit earlier today. This is a pretty amazing story. Drew, you've seen it before too.
Cute. Very cute.
Super cute girl. She got her wish coming true, and she wanted a pretty amazing playhouse. So take a look.
Poppy is a great big bright light. She is the absolute joy of everyone who knows her their whole life. You would never even think that her life has been as difficult as it has been. There's a lot that it affects in her body. Her skull was fused at birth along with her fingers and toes, and so she's had multiple surgeries and just a lot of medical anomalies and illnesses, and you know, and there's many more surgeries and things in the future. Then it's just been this amazing process of watching her wish come true. As it would take shape, like at first it was a stage and she would get up there and like perform on it, and you know, then it had walls, and you know, then it had little cutouts for windows, and she would go and decorate the windows, and so just kind of like every day she would go out there, and it's been so awesome to have Mark from Mini Mansions and Justin here. They've just really like made the process super fun to watch. She hasn't been able to see the inside for like a couple weeks now. She was having a hard time controlling herself.
And I wanted to say, Mr. Punt, this Punt is really telling me.
She just was like, I can't believe there's a big reveal today and I get to see inside, and my wish is coming true, and seeing all of these cars and all these volunteers and all of these people who helped, you know, make her wish come true, and like all of the different layers that went into granting this wish was pretty magical. There was pancakes, and there was ice cream, and there were chocolate chips, and then all of a sudden she was cutting the ribbon, and then I, you know, saw her walk in, and then I just heard her squeal. And so I went around to the front window, and I mean, it was just absolute elation. Her wish really has come true. Like, this thing that has been something that she talked about for years now is like, it's tangible, it's right there.
And I finally had the chance to come inside. There was the torrents, and this is my bunk bed. And over here, there's couch potatoes and a big dollhouse. It's so amazing.
Now she has a place where we can camp, and her, you know, we can have her medical equipment there, and she can, you know, have the camping experience. It's, I don't know, there aren't words. Knowing that that's there, and that that will always be there for her, and that she has not only that, but the memory of all of these people coming together and doing that for her is, it's just, it's magic.
An amazing story, and Mark Deering is joining me now. He is with Mini Mansions. You built Poppy's dream home, and from what I understand, I mean, that had such an impact on you, and now you're trying to make sure future wishes are fulfilled, right?
You know, it was a huge impact, just seeing it, you know, not only start, you know, from the beginning to end, but seeing Poppy's joy and that squeal when she walked in, and I mean, that made everything worthwhile. When I saw that, you know, just with the circumstances of having this mini mansion I was trying to sell, it just kind of worked out to see if I could, you know, yeah, contribute to help future wishes. So.
Okay, and tell me a little bit about this mini mansion that you've decided to help grant future wishes. People can, I think, bid on this, so give me the rundown, kind of tour me through.
You know, very high-end stainless steel appliances, quartz countertops, you know, everything that you'd expect in a high-end home, just a little mini, you know, just smaller, full bedroom, full bathroom. So everything that you'd expect without making too many compromises. Very high-end, and with the background I have growing up with my dad doing high-end cabinets and woodworking, I kind of, when Mini Mansions was started, I tried to take that high-end concept into the tiny house industry, and that's how Mini Mansion started.
And
so
look at that. That is a nice place, and I feel like this is very trendy right now. A lot of people loving the tiny homes because, I mean, it's such a small space. You can serve water. I mean, you don't waste much.
yeah, they're very very efficient. LED lighting. Also with, you know, the housing crunch right now, with how much a house costs. I'm trying to create something where people can still have a very livable, realistic, high-end house, something that they would be proud of, but not have to spend $400,000 or $500,000.
Wow, and how much does that, like, how much time does that take you to make? I mean, how much time did you put into this mini mansion?
You know, each mini mansion, it takes about 2 months, to build, and depending, you know, how fancy you want them, you know, two to 3 months to build.
Okay,
so,
yeah, and this one has the hookup for a couple TV screens. I mean,
Yep.
It is fully loaded.
Yep, you're not going to miss any TV, any of your sports. Yeah, 2 flat screens, dishwasher, washer, dryer.
Wow.
Everything you know expect in a full house, just yeah, just a little smaller.
So how much are we talking? Does the bidding start, from what I understand, at $50,000?
Yeah, the bidding starts at $50,000. Anything raised over $50,000, half goes to Make-A-Wish.
Okay.
So yeah, right now it's down at Lovejoy Real Estate on, I believe, 14th and Johnson down in the Pearl District. Getting kind of all jazzed and spruced up for First Thursday tomorrow. But yeah, trying to get a lot of buzz around it, trying to get people to come take a look at it. But yeah, auction starts at $50,000, and anything over that, I'm giving half to Make-A-Wish. So you know, that's the goal, is to raise some money, grant some future wishes, and just have some fun with it.
Okay, again, First Thursday is tomorrow. That's where you can check out that tiny home, mini mansion, whatever you want to call it. KGW.com/wish is the website to go to find out exactly where it is, how you can start bidding on that amazing auction. That's also where you can donate, which is the most important thing we're talking about today. $35,000 is our goal to Make-A-Wish. That money going to an organization that has been in operation for 35 years now, making a difference in so many kids' lives. Thousands of kids and their families have benefited from Make-A-Wish and the granting of pretty amazing wishes. You can also donate on our Facebook Live right now. Below should be a button to donate. So far, almost $18,000 donated. And from the bottom of our hearts here at KGW, thank you to everyone who has gone online and have decided to donate, because you really are making a difference in a child's life, a child that is dealing with a critical illness here in Oregon and Southwest Washington. I spoke with the CEO of Make-A-Wish. She says this money stays local and it makes a difference. We're talking about lifelong changes. And back out here on our bikes, Vince, he is joining me now. I think he might be kind of like going into the background because he does have some green stripes on him. Oh, you know what? You're looking okay. He was worried about the green on his shirt because we might have something green behind us, but you can't tell because right now we're in Europe, I think. We're biking through Europe. And while we are enjoying the scenery, oh, we're in Geneva. Hey, we're international here at KGW. While we're enjoying the scenery, we're also raising money for Make-A-Wish. So every single mile that we ride, and there's always people on these bikes because we're trying to raise money, right? Every mile is $100 donated to Make-A-Wish, and that's thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Public Foundation. That sponsor an amazing tool, amazing sponsor really in all of this, because they have been matching all the donations today. So for every $10 given, they're matching $100. For $50, they're matching $500. For $100, they're matching $1,000. And so far, like you just saw, $18,000 donated. So we're going to keep writing. Vince is being a good sport about this because, hey, it's about raising money for an amazing cause. But for now, we want to introduce you to Julissa. She's a 4-year-old who wanted to meet Coraline.
Ever since she found this movie on Netflix, ever since she found it, I gotta say it's the hair. The blue hair catch her eye, and she watched the movie and she liked it. And the fact that it was, I guess, a scary movie, she liked it even more, and she watched it like 10 times a day sometimes.
Say hi.
Look, it's Coraline, Mommy.
Look, it's gone, and she's in a living room.
And when she actually saw her, you know, and gave her a hug, like that was the best moment for me. To see her face, to know that aside from what she has to go through, the treatment, that there's moments like this where she has to forget about everything and just focus on what she likes and what makes her happy, makes me happy. There's no words that can explain how thankful and blessed we are. You know, it's just amazing. Like I said, it's amazing. The whole thing is amazing.
Okay, so kgw.com/wish, that is the website to go to. We're still riding in Geneva. Hey, high five for riding with me. Oh, wow, I was really scary because I thought I was gonna fall off the bike for a second. And again, we're just continuing to pedal because what this means is every single mile, $100 gets donated to Make-A-Wish, thanks to the Joseph E. Weston Fund, the foundation, the public foundation. So we're going to continue to cycle here. So far, nearly $18,000 donated. We can't thank you enough for going online, for donating your money, because that money is staying local. It's helping families, it's helping kids dealing with critical illnesses. It's really making a difference in their lives, and it's lifelong. These are life-changing things that are happening. Again, our goal, $35,000 for Make-A-Wish, which is in its 35th year, so it all works out. We're partnering up with Mattress World Northwest to make this happen. And really, we're just so thankful for all of you out there. And hey, we're in the cosmos again. How do you feel? I feel very weightless right now. Okay, so for now, we're going to leave you with our beautiful bike riding skills here in space. But hey, do not go anywhere, because at 4 o'clock, we've got another Facebook Live coming up, and we have a really ultra special performance. This studio is going to be transformed again, because We3 is going to be rocking the house. They're going to be performing live for you. They'll be here raising money, and so will Star Wars Oregon. They're going to be here riding bikes, raising money for Make-A-Wish. Again, kgw.com/wish, the Facebook Live button that says donate, or 1-800-934-WISH. Those are all ways to donate. And hey, we're doing this all week long for Wish Week, so donate and change a life.